So from like I believe November 23rd all the way to today, obviously Thanksgiving, I watched Thanksgiving movies and one special. And I'm not gonna go through the entire review of the first three because I kind of already did reviews of them. But starting off was the 2002 film Spider-Man, obviously because of the Thanksgiving dinner in the middle, the second act of the film, which I never thought it was a Thanksgiving movie, but a lot of people say it was a Thanksgiving movie. So I so whatever. So I decided to watch it and rewatch it, of course. I've seen it a couple times, and still love it. I still think it's an amazing origin story for Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's excellent as Peter Parker. William Dafoe is amazing as the Green Goblin. Kristen Dunst is good as Mary Jane, but I never thought she has great chemistry with Peter Parker as a couple, though. As friendship, they're friends, they're fun. And James Franco is decent as Harry Osborn. And some of the action sequences and the CGI are still hold up to this day. The action sequences are memorable, like from the parade to the wrestling to the client final battle to when Green Goblin's kidnapping kids. It's a very awesome and action-packed film, and truly one of the best Marvel films of the 2000s, and truly one of the best non-MCU Marvel movies of all time. Then I watched the following day Blood Rage, which is a slasher film, which also, funny enough, is also called Slasher and another name, Nightmare or something. And this film, in 1974, a boy named, I believe, Tommy, killed a dude who was making out with a girl. But then he after killing him, he frames his brother Todd for the murder. And then a decade later, Tommy goes to a Thanksgiving family dinner, where he goes on a killing spree. And this is a perfect example of a campy, fun movie. It's not great, but it's a fun time when you're not into good movies and just want to have a fun time. And there's some decent kills, like one gets slashed in half, like there are the pool kill, double kill. That was interesting. One character kills himself. One character fortunately kills themselves after losing their fortunate loved ones at the end of the film. Um, and a bunch of other kills. Of course, the first one with the dude at the drive-in theater. The movie has some decent kills, and of course some stabbings as well. And one gets slashed in the hand and gets slashed cut in half in the head. I thought that was a very decent kill and good practical effects. And while he's not amazing, Tommy has some intimidating presence in the film, but he's far from my favorites. And none of the other characters are very memorable, not even the final girl. So it's a campy fun time. It's not great, but it's watchable. So Blood Rage. Next up is Garfield's Thanksgiving, which is a Thanksgiving special based on Garfield or Garfield and Friends cartoon with Lawrence of Music as Garfield, where Garfield has to go on a diet after visiting Liz, and John tries to tell Liz to go dinner, but she didn't want to, but unfortunately had to do it. Said yes to him, and they go have a Thanksgiving dinner. And it's a very cute and fun little special. It has some fun gags where a diet machine confuses Garfield for Orson Welles. Garfield tried to kick Odie, but realized that he was going to the vet. And the animation is well done. I really like the animation. The voice acting is pretty good. I thought Lawrence Music is great as Garfield, though to me, Frank Walker's my Garfield. I'm sorry, but he is. But but Lawrence Music is still good in the special. And apparently, Greg Berger voices Odie in both shows, so it's kind of awesome. And and I thought the grandma was fun in this special. So yeah, so that's Garfield's Thanksgiving. Then the last three I've not reviewed, but I'll talk about them. The first one is Home Sweet Home, which is a slasher movie from 1981, which, fun fact, has very young Vanessa Shaw, who we all know from Hocus Pocus. and where this psychopath kills people on Thanksgiving, and he is going to kill this family that he drives through. Um, and it's not a good movie. It's kind of a little cheesy, especially on the the villain's performance, the actor who plays him. But it's not a great movie. It's kind of dumb. None of the characters are memorable. Not even the killer. He's mostly a little cheesy, but kind of generic. Yeah, but I thought the dude with the guitar and the white paint was quite a creepy character, like very creepy. Like when you see trying looking at people thinking, I was like, this dude is creepy. But he tries to help like Maria in the film until unfortunately he gets killed. I thought he was all probably the most passable character, but not the other ones. Oh, there, the movie is a little too dark. I mean, it's kind of shot on VHS. I watched this movie on YouTube. And the movie doesn't look good. Probably is like a home movie, probably, but the movie is not very good. It's one of the more generic films I've seen. And I don't remember the kills being that memorable, honestly. Uh, there was one, although there was one where one character gets killed with the on the top of the car. I thought that was a pretty cool one. That was probably the best one. The rest of them, eh. There was one that where grandma gets, an old lady gets ran over, but just cuts to her screaming, which is kind of sucks. So yeah, and so that was Home Sweet Home. The last two are probably the most interesting ones. The first one is Pilgrim, which is a Hulu film from 2019, where this family invites pilgrims, who unfortunately turned out to be crazy psychopaths, and their daughter Cody is feels a little concerned about them, as she should be, because again they turn out to be psychopaths. And I thought this movie was I thought the movie was good. I thought a decent time with it. It was very scary. Thought the pilgrims, especially the main one, Ethan, were very creepy. Not just when like the Thanksgiving dinner, which is a very disturbing scene, but also when he talks to Tate, he is a little bit creepy when he gives him candy or stomps at a crow. He's a very creepy villain. And I thought Cody was in a way a likable main character. Movie I didn't love the character, but thought she was fine in it. I thought the mother too. Um, and I thought the overall the film was decent enough. And again, the Thanksgiving dinner scene was very disturbing, but the climb when they managed to survive, that was very, that was very cool. Um, so yeah, that was Pilgrim, and now, and of course, the final one to watch, most appropriate, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which came out in 2023, and this is a film that I was very looking forward, I was very interested in, but I not get a chance to watch it until this weekend, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So this is a film about like where Thanksgiving on Black Friday, several people were trying to buy stuff, but they were so chaotic, and people were were actually getting killed. And then a year later, some dude, a killer dressed as John Carver, starts going on a killing spree on Thanksgiving. And this is a very disturbing and yet fun slasher. I really enjoyed the movie. I really thought the characters were fun. Like Jessica made for a very memorable final girl. So the other characters like Bobby, Evan, as in Ray's character, some of the other characters. John Carter, of course, is a very intimidating villain and very disturbing. Of course, not just in the Thanksgiving dinner, which is super disturbing, like with dead bodies, like when he kills people. like smashing them. There was so like also like he cooks a character, a woman like and puts them in the oven and makes it a meal. Like what the heck, dude? Or and I thought the killer's reveal was I did not expect, but thought the characters but thought the motivation was very well executed. And it was understandable why the killer was doing what he did. Um, and the design the killer looks spooky. And the other kills were very gruesome. I know you a lot does likes doing gruesome stuff like Cabin Fever and Hostel, and this movie shows that with gruesome kills like when the character at the beginning who becomes important to the characters to the plot of the film, or where it gets run over with a cars, and then parts of her skin and hair gets cut open. Like ew. Like a waitress or like later in the film, a waitress gets killed and is very cut in half. Like what? A character gets sliced. A pet owner gets sliced in the head, or like a woman, like a lady, like a dude, like a girl gets stabbed in the ears before getting killed with a razor and see her guts. Gut, like ew. Like a woman jumps, but then unfortunately gets stabbed, and her boyfriend gets a neck broke, or snapped, or killed. And so many other ones. This is a very bloody film, especially during the Thanksgiving parade massacre. That was a very gruesome kill. Like one character gets stabbed in the face, and of course the turkey costume gets sliced in the face, decapitated. So much stuff, so many kills in the film that are very gruesome, and is awesome. And I thought, yeah, overall, I thought it was a fun time as the final one to watch during Thanksgiving. So I hope I have my thoughts on all these movies, and I hope you have a Thanksgiving. Let me know which one's your favorite, and I hope I watch most of these except for Home Sweet Home every Thanksgiving. But I will not do like a review or countdown series of it on like Halloween or Christmas. There's not a lot of it compared to Halloween and Christmas, but happy Thanksgiving everyone, and peace out. Bye.